In this video we shall be discussing about electrochemical cells or galvanic cells, we also call voltaic cells. So the devices which produces electrical energy from chemical reactions are called electrochemical cells or galvanic cells or voltaic cells. In this type of cells, usually there is oxidation and reduction taking place, together called as redox reaction. Let us take one example for the explanation of the working of electrochemical cells. So let's take the example of the zinc and copper redox reactions, where zinc undergoes oxidation and copper undergoes reduction. We have two beakers, okay, where in one of the beaker zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution of 1 molar, okay, this is the concentration. Then in the other container or the beaker, copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution, okay, and both are of 1 molar concentration, okay. This is just and one of the explanation for the working of the electrochemical cells. So okay, the concentration can be different as well, okay, it doesn't always remain as 1 molar. Okay, now next one is the zinc rod and copper rods are called the electrodes. Both of them are connected externally and an ammeter is fitted in order to detect the flow of current. So the flow of current, okay, will be shown by the deflection of the pointer. It points or it deflects opposite to the flow of electrons. Then there is a Salt bridge, okay. Salt bridge is a two opening of the U-tube, okay, that is this one, okay, an inverted U-tube which is fitted between these two containers, okay, and containing, okay, where this U-tube is filled with saturated solution, okay, like KCl, KNO3, NH4NO3, okay, any one of them. Now when the circuit is complete, before that the function of salt bridge also will be like introduced later on. So let's proceed. Now when the circuit is complete, okay, the zinc rod will gradually lose its weight, okay, the zinc rod will gradually lose its weight. The concentration of Zn2 plus, okay, the concentration of the Zn2 plus will increase in ZnSO4 solution or zinc sulfate solution, whereas in case of copper, in case of the other beaker, the weight of the copper rod will increase, okay, and the concentration of the Cu2 plus from the solution will be decreasing, okay. Now during this course there is a flow of electron, okay, since Zn undergoes reduction by the loss of electron, okay, so the electrons will move from zinc rod towards the copper rod, okay, therefore electric current or electrical energy is produced and the deflection will be towards the left side, okay, or opposite to the flow of electrons, okay. Now let us see how these reactions are taking place, okay, in both the containers. So the first one is for the zinc rod, okay, zinc it undergoes, okay, zinc rod undergoes oxidation and therefore it will give aqueous Zn2 plus losing 2 electron, okay. Here zinc rod will undergo oxidation and will lose 2 electron. The zinc, and that is Zn2 plus, will be dissolved in ZnSO4, okay. Now in case of the other beaker, that is for copper, it will undergo reduction, okay. So Cu2 plus that is produced from this CuSO4 solution, or they are called electrolyte, okay, the solutions are called electrolyte. Cu2 plus will gain 2 electron that is produced from the zinc rod, okay. Actually the electron moved from zinc rod to the copper rod, okay, and therefore Okay, this undergoes reduction, so CuS plus CuS, yeah. So here this copper will get accumulated and therefore the weight of the copper rod increases. Okay, now the zinc electrode where electrons are released or oxidation is taking place is called the anode. Okay, so the place where oxidation takes place is called anode. Okay, and this is taken as negative terminal. Okay, from negative to positive. Okay, from negative to positive the electrons flows, isn't it? Then the copper electrode, okay, where electrons are accepted or reduction takes place, okay, or reduction occurs, is called the cathode. Okay, so cathode, we'll call it as a positive terminal. Okay, negative and positive terminal. Now here the two containers involving oxidation and reduction half reactions are called half cells. Okay, so for the zinc rod, dipping into a zinc sulfate solution is called the oxidation half cell, and the other one is called the reduction half cell. Moving on to the next one, that is a salt bridge. As I have mentioned in the beginning, that salt bridge is an inverted U tube, okay, where it contains solutions, okay, like saturated solutions like KCl, KNO3 or NH4NO3. So the functions of salt bridge are: salt bridge completes the electrical circuit, and also salt bridge maintains electrical neutrality of the two half cell solutions. When we consider these two beaker, okay, where the electrolytes are present, okay, we make sure that they are electrically neutral, okay, in both the containers. So when the circuit is complete, the zinc gets oxidized and forms Zn2 plus. Okay, now that Zn2 plus is dissolved in the solution and thus increases the concentration of the Zn2 plus. Okay, it gets accumulated, okay, in this solution. So therefore this will increase the positive charge, okay, in the ZnSO4 solution or electrolyte. Whereas in this case the copper 2 plus, okay, because of the release of the electron from the zinc rod, the Cu2 plus gets reduced to Cu, okay, gets reduced to Cu, and therefore there will be more of SO4 2 minus, because Cu24 on dissociation, Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus, okay, the Cu2 plus are getting reduced to Cu, therefore, okay, there will be less number of Cu2 plus and there will be more number of SO4 2 minus, okay, hence it increases the concentration of the negative charge in this particular beaker or say container. So therefore it does not maintain any neutrality anymore in both the container or beaker. Now this problem is reduced, okay. Now you see, before moving on to the next one, due to the since they are not able to maintain the neutrality, there will be a less production of the electrical energy, or it will be reduced, okay, and hence in that case salt bridge is used, okay, in order to maintain the neutrality. So salt bridge helps in producing the ions, okay, cations and anions. In salt bridge we have either KCl, KNO3 or NH4NO3, okay. Now let us take KCl. This KCl dissociation to K plus and Cl minus. The Cl minus will go to the ZnSO4 solution and K plus will go to the CuSO4 solution, okay, and therefore it neutralizes the electrical circuit, okay.